Okay, I am back again, and we're going to talk about some cover letters. Now, let's see. Let me take my glasses off. They look like they're probably being annoying for y'all. All right, cover letters. Some jobs will say you need to include, or job announcements will say you need to include a cover letter. Others will not. I say always, always include a cover letter because it's just one more opportunity to grab the reader's attention and highlight. You need to remember, hiring managers, when they're scanning these resumes, they spend only 3 to 7 seconds per resume. That's not much at all. The cover letter should grab their attention and immediately say, you know what, I'm going to interview this person, and it goes on the keep pile. That's my goal. So again, let's go over a few things. I've got one open here. I'm going to just read you some of this to on how I do it. Again, you got the top part. Just kind of copy the same information, your identifying information, name, phone number, address, email, that type of thing. You're going to put a date on it. Every resume, every cover letter you write will be specific to the job. There's no such thing. If somebody calls me and says they want a generic resume, I'm like, I don't do generic. I will find a job announcement that you want to apply for, and I will write for that. A generic will not get you hired because of the keywords, which I went over in the other video. So you're going to have your date, and then the information, if you can find the name, the name of the company, the street address, just like a regular letter, and then the person's name, the hiring manager. If there's a name in the job announcement, put the hiring manager. You may want to double check. And the one thing about, I'm going to just step back here and talk about when you're actually applying for a job, you need to research that company and make sure your values align with the company's. And if the company and you don't have the same values, then it's not going to be a good fit. Prime example is a couple years ago, I had a gal who was very active in the community, and one of the grocery store chains she was I was writing the resume for, it was for project management, was very active in giving back to the community. They held different events for the public, encouraged their employees to volunteer. So when I wrote the cover letter, I really spoke to those values. I picked up keywords from the company mission statement and included them in the cover letter. The cover letter, to me, needs to have some heart. The reader needs to feel you're a good fit. And that may be hard for some of you to grasp. It's just something that you gotta feel that bond, feel the love. So I'm just going to kind of go through this one. I wrote it yesterday for a client. He knows the person, actually called him and he has actually turned down several jobs with this person. They used to work together in the military. But I said, thank you for contacting me regarding the blah, blah, blah job opening. After reviewing my resume, this is the key part. Let me actually pull up another one also and read you how I typically start. You are my little IT guys. I have this client. I just love him to death. He's a sweetie. Oh, where we go. Okay. Sorry. All right. Now this one, we did not have all the address, so I just did the date, and then my resume is attached for consideration for the desk side support technician position. After my review, so that's really a good sentence. My resume is attached for consideration for, put the position exactly as it's worded in the job announcement. I bold it and I italicize it so the reader knows exactly what position the person's applying. This is why you do not need an objective statement on your resume. Objective statements are outdated and no longer used or preferred to be seen. by the hiring manager. Because you are going online and applying for a specific job, you do not need an objective statement. You wouldn't be applying for that job if it wasn't the one you wanted. So my resume is attached for consideration for, put the job from title from the job announcement, position. After reviewing my resume, comma, you will see I am the right person for this position. I have over 5 years experience as an information technology professional, setting up, configuring, and then this is where I included some of his skills that were from the job announcement that they're looking for. Setting up and configuring printers, scanners, and other peripherals, as well as installing and configuring software. So pick things out of that job announcement, again, keywords, key phrases, and put them in the cover letter. My in-depth knowledge and experience in remote technical support operations, both over the phone and using software, blah, 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 will be an asset to your organization. Again, like I said in the previous video, all of this isn't about you. It's about the value you bring to the employer. So what value? How can you be an asset? I am well versed in analyzing and troubleshooting technical issues, blah, 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 streamlining procedures to increase productivity and improve the delivery of customer service. Almost every job today has something to do with customer service, so that's probably going to be one of your key words, regardless if it's on the job announcement or not. Then, this is the next thing I do. My most notable achievements that align with your position requirements are, and remember those 3 key accomplishments you listed on your resume, I list them here. Sometimes, depending on the job, I may list more than just those 3, because this is your time to show off who you are. You have to be bold and show-offy in this. You cannot be meek and mild. That's why most people stink at writing their own resume, because they're too humble. But when I'm writing and selling, it's not about me. It's about getting my client a job and showing the company they're the right person. So my most notable achievements that align with your position requirements are boom, 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 boom. And again, all of these are quantified. And I'll give you some examples from his. Led a team of 6 part-time employees in the inventory of serial numbers for 800 plus computers in use on the main campus over 4 days. He works at a community college. That's huge. Numbers give a visual. So showing that he led 6 people, 6 part-timers, and they had over 800 computers they had to inventory on a college campus, and they did it in 4 days. That gives a visual that huge quantity, and they hustled. Next bullet, maintain the accountability and accuracy of an inventory valued at over 220K in access. So it shows they trust him with an inventory. Inventories are big. Money, again, that value. He's in charge of some significant, not just the little petty office supplies, but a significant amount of inventory. And he's a young something. I don't even know if he's drinking age yet. Then team member tasked with redesigning the login portal system for the college to enhance the quality of life. Enhance the quality of life. Good visual there for over 1,600 users. This system streamlined the login process. Again, what did it do? What's the value for the end user? The new login system eliminated multiple steps that were previously needed to access Blackboard, email, and other functions. This new system also saved time for the help desk technicians when resetting passwords and providing assistance. You're showing the so what for every one of those bullets. Then we wrap it up. I keep the cover letter to 1 page. I know I am the right person to be your desktop support technician, and welcome, again, that's bold, italic, and welcome the opportunity to join your team. I look forward to talking to you very soon on how I will help you meet and exceed your mission and goals. Because remember, the hiring manager or the HR is tasked with finding the right person for the job. You are being employed to help the company generate profits. And then I may be reached at sincerely, and the person's name. So again, cover letter, 1 page. Always send a cover letter. Always send a cover letter. You know, and again, you will keep this. This is the standard format I use. I tweak it a little bit based on the job, but most times, you know, you're only tweaking some of the keywords once you get the basic format. So do it right the first time. I think I heard a phrase the other day, if you don't do it right the first time, when will you have it time to do it right again? And I think that's very powerful. So while you've got me, while you've got my brain and my skills, let me help you get these right. All right? So that's on the cover letter. Have fun writing. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.